So it's almost been a week since the tragic killing of Mr. Charlie Kirk, and we're still seeing stories like this trickle in with teachers who are losing their job because they've made the decision to step out of the bounds of their position to make comments about it. Now, this channel here, I promise you, you'll never know my political beliefs because that's not what I choose to do here. There are plenty of other platforms where you can go and hear other people's beliefs and opinions. I'm just not going to do that here. Here we talk about education related news. That's what we talk about. And this has been in the news. It's been in the education news because we've got quite a few teachers who are making just terrible decisions. And I think that aspiring teachers and current teachers can all we can learn a lesson from the mistakes that these people have chosen to make. And in many cases, I think it's destroyed their career because the internet lasts forever, and a lot of this stuff will follow people, and it'll make it very, very difficult to continue a teaching career for those who have been removed from their current position. And here in this story, we have a teacher who's gone a little bit further, and it's just really upsetting because not only did they just talk bad to students. Well, no, let me here, check this out. Here we go. Teacher allegedly showed Charlie Kirk assassination video to 10 and 11-year-olds, told students he deserved to be killed. I mean, that you don't even need to hear anymore. Like that's the headline. The headline says it all. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And this is crazy. Like 10 and 11-year-olds. My twins are 10. Like I don't want my kids to be seeing that. I wouldn't. There's no reasonable expectation for me as a parent that a teacher would find any kind of justification to show that video. That's just a terrible decision to show that to 10 and 11-year-olds. I think most people know that. But this person didn't, and in addition to showing the video, they took it further to make a point, a political point. These are 10 and 11-year-olds. A public school teacher has been suspended after allegedly showing a video of Charlie Kirk's assassination to students as young as 10 in the class, authorities in Canada said. The teacher also suggested that Kirk deserved to be killed and gave the young students a speech about anti-fascism and transgender issues, according to a report. What? Where in the curriculum is this? What's the justification for this? 10 and 11-year-olds? Kids like I'm not judging anybody, but I'm very careful about what I let my kids watch on TV because they can't unsee things. Like that's going to leave a mark on them forever. I'll never forget when I saw a pair of breasts. It was actually in English class my sophomore year. We were watching the Romeo and Juliet from the 60s. And I was like, whoa. Like I'll never forget. I can't unsee that. I remember exactly where I was sitting, the time of day. I remember the scene. Whoa, teacher, can you rewind that? I just wanted to make sure that I'm certain that I saw what I think I saw. Like, and that's just such a violent. It's a violent video. It's violent, tragic. Several students from his class went home and complained to their parents, traumatized at witnessing the on-camera death. which they were forced to witness numerous times over. So, okay, wow. So, kids told their parents. Thankfully, they did that so they could get some help after witnessing that. Parents subsequently reached out to school administrators who will be putting him on leave at the start of school day, September 12th. While playing, the source added, while playing this video repeatedly, he gave a speech to his students regarding anti-fascism, anti-trans, and how Charlie Kirk deserved for this to occur. How do you build a community when you're basically justifying the death of someone that you disagree with? How do you build and really, that's a really good question. How do you, as a teacher, as a leader of the classroom, build community within your classroom while saying that there are terms and conditions by which, people deserve to die. They deserve to die. Like, I don't see how that makes anybody feel safe. If you put those stipulations out there, like, if you do that, you deserve to die. It's not illegal, but if you say these things, you deserve to die. And of course they sent the letter home. It's very disturbing, and they distance themselves from the teacher. But here's the thing. Again, on my other channel, Teachers Are Leaders. For those of you teachers who want some really quick PD, I suggest you go check out that channel and subscribe as well. Teachers Are Leaders. You have been given the privilege, the honor of leading a group of students. And leading it's service. You are serving the community. And so with that, there's just certain expectations, because people, they're entrusting you with their kids to do certain things, like definitely curriculum, but they want you to also be an example of an adult that they want their kids to aspire to be like. And that's why you get the honor of being addressed by your surname. And so we have to be careful. We cannot step outside those bounds and talk about, our political beliefs and all these kinds of things, because guess what? There are people in your community who you serve who don't agree with your political and social beliefs. And you know what? You weren't hired to freely share your political beliefs and mistreat other students who disagree with you. You weren't hired to encourage students to believe, to trust you and believe what you believe. That's not your job. Your job is to help students learn and grow and think for themselves. And certainly this person here is like, people with politics, some have just completely lost their mind. And this teacher has lost their mind as well. This teacher has lost his mind. No self-control. And that's why I say, if you find yourself like you just can't control it, you feel like you have to, it just angers you so much what you hear other people say who disagree with you politically and whatnot. That's okay. Political discourse, that's fine. But if you feel like it's compelling you to say things in your class to students who disagree with you, or try to encourage students to believe what you believe, like you're struggling with self-control. And maybe this just isn't for you. Maybe, political advocacy, working for a politician or something like that, maybe that's best for you. But here, this teacher, no self-control, lost all self-control, lost their judgment. 10 and 11 year olds, that's ridiculous to show them that video over and over and over again, and then just talk about these things that I think are, that's just a little young to be talking to kids about those things. And I might add, you going without the permission of the parents, going down that road. You just don't do that. So I feel so bad for those kids and those parents who are going to have to find a way to respond to something that this happened to their kids. Like, something bad happened to these kids. And it's all because this teacher didn't have any self-control. And to show that video over and over again, shame on them. Shame on them. I hope they lose their teaching license, and I hope they're never, ever, ever able to stand in front of a class and lead a classroom of students. This is awful.